Hello lovely people, hello sweet besties, welcome to my channel with your beloved midwife Kenneth. I am glad that we've met again. I miss you all so much, I must say, and I know that you miss me too. Today we are delving deeper into pregnancy. During our previous episodes, we discussed the reproductive system, and one of the functions of the reproductive system, if you still recall, is for procreation. And so I deem it tangible for us to know more about the science of pregnancy in order to diagnose pregnancy without error. And so if you're a newcomer, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos, leave your comments, tap on the notification bell and click on the video card as well. I love you all so much. To the topic for discussion, the presumptive or the possible signs of pregnancy. Before we go deeper into the topic, you should know that most women are aware of their bodies, and so they are able to suspect whether they are pregnant within the first few days of pregnancy, whilst others are unable to do so. But if you are a victim of not being able to detect whether you are pregnant or not, do not worry. The channel has all you need to know in order to help you detect pregnancy. Also, history taking an examination makes it simple for most women to be diagnosed of pregnancy. And with presumptive or possible signs, when we talk about presumptive, it means that the thing is likely to be true. Whatever you've heard, whatever it is likely to be true. So with presumptive signs, they are based on speculations. They are usually unconfirmed. You cannot stand on presumptive or possible signs to say that you are pregnant. So these are the signs of pregnancy the woman is experiencing that makes her suspicious that she may be pregnant. So with presumptive signs, please, they cannot confirm that you are pregnant until further investigations are being carried out. These include early breast changes. Fairly early, there is dilatation of the superficial veins of the breast. You should know your breast very well so that when your superficial veins are dilating, you can tell that you could be pregnant or not. Yes. Also, there is general fullness of the breast. Your breast becomes heavy. There is also the changes in the nipple region. So your nipple region could be darker, and the thing is, if you are fair, you can tell that the color has become a bit darker. And if you are dark, you can see that it is dark, depending on the color of your nipple region. There is also an increase in pigmentation and prominence of Montgomery follicles. So these are the early breast changes. They are presumptive. They do not mean that you are pregnant until further investigations are being carried out, because contraceptive pill also gives this side effect. The next sign is amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is the absence of menstruation. When you miss your menstruation, it does not necessarily mean that you are pregnant. In fact, this is the first sign of pregnancy for most women. It doesn't mean that you are pregnant. It could be as a result of hormonal imbalance, and I mean between progesterone and estrogen. You are likely to miss your menstruation. Emotional stress, when you are too depressed, and illnesses can predispose you to as well miss your menstruation, and so amenorrhea is not a guarantee that you are pregnant. The next sign is bladder irritability or frequency of micturition. When you urinate several times within a day, it does not connote that you are pregnant, because frequency of micturition could be as a result of urinary tract infection. When you have any infection in your urinary tract, you are likely to urinate several times within a day. Also, pelvic tumor can predispose you to urinating several times within a day. The next sign is nausea and vomiting. This is actually one of the first signs that people also look out for to confirm whether they are pregnant or not. You also see it in the movies, whereby the lady vomits and the mother is suspecting that she is pregnant, or any family member. Well, it's in the movies and they are not true. Vomiting and nausea, they are presumptive signs of pregnancy. It could mean that you are suffering from any gastrointestinal disorder. I mean, disorders in the intestines and the stomach, they will predispose you to feeling nauseous and eventually vomiting. Also, paresal illnesses, any illness that will cause you to have this high body temperature and headache. One feel like vomiting and you feel nauseous. The next sign is quickening. Have you heard of quickening before? Well, if you haven't, today you will get to know. Quickening refers to the first fetal movement. Yes, the first fetal movement is called quickening. And that also does not necessarily mean that you are pregnant, because it could mean, or it could be, an intestinal movement, and you could mistaken it for quickening. It could also be borborygmus, and you could also mistaken it for quickening. There could also be wind, So when you feel this movement, strange movement in your stomach, you do not necessarily have to conclude that you are pregnant. You can get it all wrong. And the last sign is fatigue. Yes, fatigue. Feeling really tired. When you feel tired continuously for 3-4 days, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are pregnant. It could mean that you stressed yourself the previous days, or you engaged in a strenuous activity that required that you exerted much energy in whatever you were doing, and so eventually you ended up being tired for more than 2 or 3 days. And so if you are very tired, it could also mean that you are having muscle weakness, and that will predispose you to feeling really tired or fatigued, and that does not necessarily mean that you are pregnant. And so this is where time will permit me to end today's lesson. I enjoyed it, and I know you enjoyed it too. And from today, you would not mistake certain signs for pregnancy, because as I said earlier, presumptive or possible signs, they are subjective. You could feel it within you, but they do not necessarily mean that you are pregnant until they are being confirmed. And how do you confirm it? Further investigations need to be carried out. I know that you've learned, and I have also learned as well. We shall meet again. Until then, take care of yourselves. Keep on watching my channel, and let's grow this beautiful family together. I love you all. Mwah.